Guys, I have literally been sitting around the house. I woke up this morning and worked out, and then I have been sitting around cleaning and watching YouTube videos, and I'm waiting for my package to arrive. I'm sitting here watching the window, right? Just looking out the window, waiting for the FedEx. I'm pretty sure it's FedEx, but the UPS driver just pulled into our neighborhood. So I'm hoping maybe that it might be UPS, but I doubt it. So I'm still waiting for the FedEx, trying not to get my hopes up, but I'm waiting for a package to show you guys. And I ordered it. I told you guys like Monday, I think I ordered it, and it said it'd be here on Thursday, and it's Thursday, and I really can't wait to get it. Other news, Casey Neistat just liked my tweet. He's my favorite vlogger. I love YouTube, love watching a bunch of different people's YouTube, but I believe he's probably one of the best vloggers out there. And there goes the UPS truck, so it's not on UPS. He's one of the best vloggers, I think, out there, just with putting everything together in a video and keeping you entertained the entire time. So that was really cool. So I guess it's back to waiting and watching. Got the package. So pumped, I'm so excited. New camera. Switched over to Sony. This Canon's really amazing, but I did some researching and the reviews on the Sony a6500 was really, really good. I can't wait to test it out. And it's a pretty cool bundle where it came with a bunch of different stuff. Got this little tripod thing. Got a lens cover. This is a different like telephoto lens. We've got a filter kit, extra battery, SD card. All right, guys, so it's the next day today. Woo! So it's the next day today. I got this camera, but this lens, as you can tell, it's really big because it zooms pretty far. This lens is a 55-210, so you can zoom in pretty far, and trying to vlog with it, it doesn't work because it's way too zoomed in on your head. I had to go get a new lens, and they didn't have one here in Norman, so I couldn't do it yesterday. So I had to drive up through Oklahoma City to go get a new lens. So now I have one. This is a 10-18, so it's gonna be zoomed at wide angle, super wide angle. So vlogging will be really good. But anyway, I'm gonna switch out cameras. Right now I'm using the same one I've been using the whole time I've had YouTube, which is the Canon G7X, which is really nice because the screen flips up. This screen doesn't flip all the way up, it just flips to there, which when you're vlogging, you can't see yourself. So that's gonna be something to get used to. But I'll be able to do like a little bit of a review, or I'll let you guys know how the new Sony a6500 is in a few weeks when I've tested it pretty good. So let's get the new lens on and switch it out and do the Q&A that I had on my Instagram page for you guys. Oh man, all right, what is up guys? So I'm gonna do that Q&A that I did on Instagram for you guys. I'm on the Sony camera now, so you can see it's pretty wide angled lens. So hopefully the videos will be a little bit crisper. I can do some more slow-mo stuff for you guys. So hopefully some really cool stuff coming for you guys on the channel. Got the new Sony a6500, should be really good. Was a really big pain to transfer anything to my computer, my Mac, but I think I've got it figured out, so that's over with. All right, so as you guys know, I did a question and answer by commenting below on my picture on Instagram, guys. All right, so I got like almost 300 comments, so I'm obviously not gonna be able to knock them all out. So I'm gonna do as many as possible by starting at the very top. Guys, the first question is, what's your favorite event to watch in men's and women's gymnastics? In men's, high bar, because it's really exciting and really fun. And in women's, probably floor. When did I start gymnastics? I was about 5 or 6 years old when I started. Favorite song? That changes all the time. I like a bunch of different music. You guys probably know that if you watch my channel. So it changes all the time. What's your morning routine? Well, that changes on with what I have to do throughout the day, but so far, usually I wake up, have breakfast and coffee, kind of hang out for a little bit, then I go to the fitness gym to work out, then I come home, eat probably my second breakfast / first lunch, kind of just hang out, relax, usually go to the gymnastics gym after that, either train there, do rehab, whatever like that. And that's pretty much my whole entire morning, because that will take me all the way to about 4 or 5 p.m. after the gymnastics gym. But usually I like to wake up pretty early, around 7 o'clock in the morning. I mean, that's not crazy early, but semi-early. Watch the sun come up a little bit and eat some breakfast, coffee, and go to the gym. What'd you like most about Brazil, and would you like to come back? I would love to go back. I really loved how beautiful it was, you know, on the beaches, everything like that. The mountains were really cool. I'd love to go back and explore a little bit more. Memorable thing about the Olympics. Probably what I remember most, or what is the most meaningful, was the last time I went to compete. I was warming up. I was an alternate for vault finals, so I'd already competed in floor finals, was in vault finals as an alternate, so I didn't get to compete, but it was kind of a day where I got to go out on the equipment, and I pretty much knew I wasn't going to compete, but I had to warm up still, and I basically just sat there throughout the warm-up and was warming up, but I was just really soaking in the whole experience, because I knew it was the last time on the Olympic floor, and you never know if you're ever going back to the Olympic Games. It's really hard to get there, obviously, so I just sat there, stretched, listened to some music, and really soaked in the whole experience of looking around and seeing the stadium and all the Olympic rings and everything like that. So this last moment, I was on the floor and really just tried to soak it all in. How many rips have you gotten? Impossible to answer because I have no idea, way too many to count. What's your favorite song to motivate you? Bunch of different songs I like. Probably the one that I've listened to the most over the longest period of time is Headstrong by Trapped. How'd you come back to gymnastics and stay encouraged after all your injuries, and how'd you know you'd be able to come back? Not coming back was just never an option, especially after my shoulder surgery. I had to come back within 8 months. We were going to be going to the Olympic Games, so in order to make the team, I knew I had to come back. I had to come back really strong and just dominate. So not coming back was really never an option. If I really wanted to do gymnastics, I was going to. How do you stay motivated to go to the gym every day, stick to a meal plan, and keep consistent macros? It's all about small goals, daily goals, you guys. Obviously, you have your long-term goals, but each and every day you need to have something small and specific that you're trying to strive for and reach for, because if you have nothing that you're trying to achieve every day, the long-term goals will never happen. Do you take naps? I do not. Your teammates would be a good YouTuber. Probably Sam McCulloch. He hates technology, but he's such a goofy, crazy guy that he'd probably be really good on YouTube. What's your favorite movie? I don't really know. I like a lot of different movies. Do I ever do fasted cardio? And that is yes, I do. Scariest skill to do? Kovacs on high bar. I was always terrified of that. What was your worst injury? Tore my patella tendon when I was about 14, so that was just scary and really hard, but the hardest one to come back from was my shoulder. Super painful, really hard. How many hours a week do you train? Before the Olympics, we were currently training probably about 30 to 35 hours a week, pretty much a full job. You're going in training twice a day, almost every day, 4 to 5 days a week. But you were training 6 days a week, and 4 or 5 of those were 2 days, so just very, very busy. What's your favorite skill? Probably an Arabian double layout.
Hartford a couple of weeks ago. A big mount right here, blind landing.
The floor was always really fun. Hard, but really fun. How do you stay motivated when you're having trouble with a skill? Man, it's kind of like coming back from an injury. If it was a skill I really wanted to do, I was just, mentally, I had to make myself go and do it. You have to be in that mindset. You have to you have to have in your mindset that you know you're going to do the skill no matter what, and you're going to get it no matter what. If you have a little bit of doubt in your mind, then that's already going to beat you, and it's going to defeat you, and you're not going to be able to get that skill as easy. You may still be able to get it, but getting it a lot faster, in my head, it was mental strength. Knowing that you were going to do it no matter what, absolutely no questions asked. That's how. What's your biggest fear to overcome? Probably competing in team finals at the Olympic Games. Each event, we have 6 events, 3 people compete on each event, and every single score counts. So it's the Olympic Games, it's the biggest competition in the world for us ever. And if you go and fall, it's going to hurt your team score and your team's going to place lower. So that was probably the biggest fear I've ever had. I didn't want to let my team down, and I didn't want to mess up, and I wanted them to be able to count on me. So that was the biggest fear I probably ever had. It was really scary, but went to 2 Olympic Games, never fell in team finals ever. So that was something that I felt like I was able to overcome. What I love about being a gymnast, I feel like being a gymnast makes you very athletic, It increases, I think, just your overall athleticism for other sports. So just naturally you can be better at other sports by doing gymnastics for a certain amount of time. I think it just gives you a very good awareness of your body and where everything is and where you're at and how to flip and do this and do that. So I think it makes you really athletic. Do I miss going to Gymnastics Nevada? So that's actually the gym that my parents own. They run the gym. I went to that gym from starting gymnastics all the way through high school. I'm gonna go back and help run that gym whenever my career is done with gymnastics. So yes, I miss it. I go there when I go home and walk in, and it brings back all the memories, so it's really crazy. Let's get one more. How do you deal with bad training days when you're trying your hardest but the skills aren't there that day? Guys, that's a great question. That is just gonna happen. That's simply just gymnastics. You're not gonna be perfect every day. You're not gonna get everything done every day. But as long as you're making those small goals I was talking about before, you make those small goals every single day and you just do your best to achieve them. No matter what you do, if you're giving it everything, then you won't regret anything in the end. If you're being lazy every day and you're skipping and cheating, then in the end, if you don't reach your goal, you're gonna regret not doing that. So my best advice is just accept that you're gonna have bad days. You're gonna be a better gymnast because of it, and you're gonna enjoy the journey down the road when you achieve great things because of all those hard days. All right, guys, so that is it for the question and answer. Thank you so much for being involved. If you guys missed it, make sure you're following me on Instagram because I'm going to be doing that a lot more. Obviously, we get a lot of questions, so almost 300 questions, guys. That is insane. Usually I do a Twitter question and answer, get probably 10 to 15, so 288, almost 300 questions is awesome. So thank you guys so much. Make sure you guys are following me there. All the links are in the description below. At Jake Dalton is my Instagram, at Jake_Dalton. So go check it out, guys. Thank you so much for being involved. I really appreciate it, guys. So make sure you hit that thumbs up, stay subscribed, watch out for the next one, and